Or they try to.
What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn-Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub,
BA,
E-Ray, and J-Mo.
Lead us off, E-Ray.
Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of not that many ages. We want to go like 15 and up probably for this type of conversation. Welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory. It is I, your quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, Macho Man Vandal Savage. E-Ray is in the building, and I am joined with a full house. This motherfucker's in your house. And we are here, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. We got A-Dub here. And he is as constipated as ever.
It's Big Bad Dub Show tonight, y'all. It's your boy A-Dub, the pod guide, your pod tribal chief, the phenomenal A-Dub Styles in the building. Feeling good. What's poppin' here, Ray?
Nothing much, man. I love the commitment to the constipation. I think you just need a Docalax or something. Anything would work. But I love that it just gives you so much like youthful exuberance, being so full of shit. So,
oh wow,
it makes me
the
happy.
First time I've been told I'm full of shit today.
B.A.
I was gonna say.
I know, right? But it probably was by a woman because I know you. I know your life.
I know your life.
I know your life. You know, we always are welcome to like our resident celebrity. Chinstrap Jones, aka B.A. the Butcher.
I like that one.
The man that's B.A. the Butcher, the man that's having so much time traveling history, quantum leap style, BAP history. B.A. is in the building. What's going on, Brody?
What's good, everybody? BAP history, B.A. DiBiase, Chinstrap Jones, Ebenezer A. They're all in the building tonight. I had to bring out all the Split personalities. I'm gonna be like my guy in Split tonight. I'm gonna be all over the fucking place. I hope y'all ready, people. Get that penalty box ready.
Somebody gonna pop out that closet.
Hey, right? It's gonna be like a fucking found footage movie on my screen. I gotta, because y'all can't see us. I have a closet behind me, and it looks like somebody can fucking jump out at any second and take me hostage. You'll never see me.
It looks like It the Clown is coming out immediately. I will keep an eye on that.
Please do, man. And that is creepy as fuck.
I've seen the movie Unfriended. I've seen the movie
It do look like, it look like some unfriended shit right now. So yeah, man. But if y'all hear me, my voice disappear, y'all know what happened to me.
Eddie Kingston got you.
Probably. And with that beautiful gem, ladies and gentlemen, it is the return of J-Mo. What's up, Brody?
What's up, guys? How you everyone doing? I don't have any cool wrestling names. I'm just J-Mo. Let me book the territory's biggest AW mark.
The world's
biggest
AW,
mark of them all. Like
the Caucasian correspondent.
I was about to say the world's strongest mark.
Okay. The strongest mark.
I like it. There you go.
Oh, you big Mark Henry.
Whenever we get merch, that is definitely a t-shirt.
Smart Mark Sterling. Like, it's so many good ones.
I like the world's strongest mark, man. I'm with that. That's the best way.
I love it.
I like it.
Yes. Y2 J-Mo. J-Mo's in the building. The Caucasian correspondent. Guys, like I said, we got a full house. Like I said, the four horsemen are here. Peen Malenko at your service. And guys, are you ready to talk about this ridiculous week
So much.
of wrestling?
Man.
So much. Let's go.
Too much, man.
Let's go.
What's up?
All
Lead us
right,
off.
so, guys, since we last joined you, we had a SmackDown that was not only watchable, it was almost must-see television. We had some good, some bad. I don't want to talk about the bad. Hit Row rapping on TV was not great. But
Oh,
the
my
good
God.
to the great. The Sammy and Roman exchange on SmackDown. It brought back sociopath, manipulative Roman in a way that we haven't seen since he first debuted this character with Jey Uso. And he's just sitting there talking and saying, like, yeah, you know, I told Jey he's angry all the time. You tell KO I don't own nothing. It was just like, to me, it was some of Roman's best work as his character so far. Am I tripping and saying that, or are you guys feeling the same way?
I feel similar. I'm glad to see it, honestly. Like, because like bring it back to the origin of the character that we all love to see have the 30-minute walk down to the ring with all the pageantry and ridiculousness. Like, yeah, let's see the sociopath. That's who brought us what we have today. So I ain't mad at it, Doug.
J-Mike, no one can see you shake your head. This is a podcast. It's an audio medium.
I was gonna say, there's other
So,
people here that could add a point or two.
in with like actual words. I know it's been a while, man.
Yes.
We'll get you back up to speed.
I got it.
Just be extremely
Right.
Just be extremely visual the entire time.
Exactly.
He's like, guys, I really felt like this. But when he did this, I was like this.
J-Mo's about to move to Paris and
Yep.
become a mime. He's getting his mime training.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you, J-Bo. Now,
oh.
Yes.
for audio
but-
commentary.
Yes, audio. I agree with you though. That's probably Roman's some of his best stuff since he's debuted this character with Paul Heyman. Definitely was a fan of it. I think we're going to see a Sami Zayn face run here shortly, with maybe him versus Roman for the title.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you
I could
said
see it
something,
coming.
J-Mo. And E-Ray, I'll let you chime in here. But they released a Survivor Series poster today. And on the SmackDown side, it's Roman, the Usos, Gunther, and Liv. And on the Raw side, it is Seth, Bobby, KO, Sammy, and Bianca. Making you think that KO and Sammy are going to link up to take on the Usos.
I'm here for it.
That's interesting, but two things about that. One, we all know how all of KO's friendships end.
Oh, I'm
Like,
fine with it.
At this point,
True.
I'm not your friend. Yeah, but why would you sign yourself up for this? You know how it's
they're
going
like
to
family,
end.
though. They're
KO
like family.
has never
though,
had
you
a
know.
friend.
They fight, but then
True.
they make up, and because KO's probably like, you know what? If anybody's gonna
hey.
beat the shit out of Sammy, it's gonna be me in sync voice.
Let me tell you a little story here. My father, Donnie Ray, has twin brothers. Those twin brothers were a nuisance in his life growing up. He was also a radical man himself. They fought a lot, but guess what? One has a machete mark in his chest,
Jesus.
and the other, my father, has teeth marks in his shoulder blade from some of their battles. So just because you're family and you fight a lot, you're like, I love him, but doesn't mean it doesn't leave scars. Is what I'm getting at. With that said, KO and every single person he has ever teamed with, befriended, from Chris Jericho, the Sami Zayns, the Seth Rollins, etc.
Day.
I was say you could say every iteration of Sami Zayn. There has been nothing but brawl for it all. Now, the thing is, what happens if they do team up? Does it mean that, because we just got sadistic KO, we got kind of kooky Sammy, does that mean Sammy goes and stays the kooky Sammy? He just switched teams? Because clearly we're not going to get a KO face run because he just became like the maniacal prize fighter again. So that's what I'm
so
trying
the
to
way
get
I
at.
would book it is
Why
like
that happening.
Jay just like being fed up with Sammy and them essentially super kicking him out of the bloodline, and KO just kind of making the save, not necessarily to save Sammy, but to spite Roman and say like, yo, I'm still coming for you. Don't get it fucked up. But in the meantime, I can help my mans out, and then we can take those belts off your cousins. Because he's prize fighting. He's coming for all the prizes again. And then when it doesn't work out and they lose, because you're not taking those belts off the Usos till forever, then he can turn on Zayn again. And as they separate the rosters more and keep them like kind of more separate, you can have, chapter 45 of the Forever War of KO and Sammy. That's kind of how I see it booking out. Like, KO saves them as just kind of like, it just kind of fits my goals at the time. But yeah, you are still kind of my best friend. But again, I'm crazy man right now. And then at some point when it doesn't work, it's Sammy's fault. Let me just powerbomb him into oblivion, and then I can get back to chasing prizes.
Gotcha.
That's how I would book it out. They let me book the territory, if you will.
I mean, I understand that. I just see because again, the interaction that you described with Roman and Sammy, where Roman was kind of gaslighting them, like, all this stuff, Toronto, and Sammy's like, oh, you're right, you're my tribal chief. I'm so excited. And then he said, tell KO, I don't owe him shit. I am the tribal chief. And I was like, and he's like,
I haven't talked to him in a while. I was like, this is
like
so
that.
good.
And then on Twitter, he wishes Jimmy Uso a happy birthday.
Nice.
Knowing that him and Jay are...
No, but right up under it, like an hour later, he responded to himself and said, oh yeah, and Jay Uso too. Happy birthday, Us. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Sammy's making great use of social media right now.
That type... Yeah, Sammy is definitely a main event player. And I think, like J-Mo alluded to, we should get this. And especially now because, again, this is the age of trips. Nothing is improbable. Nothing is impossible. And once upon a time, Sami Zayn was the top babyface in the black and gold.
Oh, yeah.
It's very possible that we can see, because he's still doing some of the greatest work, and now he's just not even putting, he's doing the all character work now. He's not even putting all that type of beat down on his body. But people forget, like one of our good group chat friends, they forget that he can go. Or they don't even know. They don't acknowledge it. I acknowledge him as a real wrestler. He can really wrestle his ass off and put on some crazy ass matches, and you forget because he's doing the shit with jackasses. Exactly. So it's one of those things. I would love to see it happen. Will we see, like, I don't know, maybe the tag shit? Maybe. Will we see a turn and maybe KO can get the belt or something happens because of Sammy's? It's so many things that can happen, but I'm excited because, again, the love for Sami Zayn and where I can see him going in his character, I think he's so much more than Intercontinental Champion holder. But I did love him with the belt. I loved him just being
everything
around
Sammy's
it. But
done since they called him up has just been phenomenal. Like, he's one of those guys you can just give him anything and he'll just make it work because he's just that damn good at this.
Yeah, he just came out as Che Guevara Sammy. Not the AEW, but it's he did it so well. And I'm like, he's just spazzing out his random spastic dance moves. Like they were really going to release that documentary that he did, like the truth is out there type shit, conspiracy theory shit. He just dives into like real shit, and he knows how to be really annoying. So I love it.
Yeah, I've got something I want to bring up with Sammy and Trips. So, like you said, with Trips, nothing is off. You know, everything is on the table. But one thing I've noticed that Trips has done, and maybe he stole it from Tony Khan, or maybe Tony Khan stole it from Trips, he's not afraid to give the little guy the title. Because, you know, Vince, he's all about he doesn't want the midgets. Trips, he'll put a title
Little
on
people.
Johnny. He'll put a little people. He'll put a title on Johnny. He'll put a title on KO, Samoa
Put
Joe.
a title on Hornswoggle. What the
Yeah.
fuck y'all talking about?
I mean,
What the hell?
his
KO's
son.
not
I mean,
a small guy
no.
though. Neither is Samoa Joe.
yeah, I know. But Sammy is though, and so is Johnny Gargano. He put titles on them. He put a title on Adam Cole. Adam Cole's only 5'10".
But this is the thing. So I don't. Okay, I gotta address a few things here. One, definitely didn't steal that from Tony Khan. NXT has been going before
Okay, well,
Tony Khan had an organization. Let's
Before he stole his
no,
dad's
that-
checkbook
Ring of Honor and
from the
Impact were putting
nightstand.
titles
Right,
on small guys for like a decade.
Hey, Daddy, I know your football team's busy going 0-16, but what Garner Minshew? I love his G.
Right.
Can I have some money to buy a wrestling
My
company?
friends
Huh?
Kenny, Nick,
love you,
and
Dad.
Matt and Cody have this idea to buy a league for wrestling.
And
Can I have the checkbook,
And we
Dad?
call it like All Elite because they're so elite.
They're so cool, Dad. You gotta meet them. They're so awesome. You gotta have them over for dinner.
Tony, what the
Go to
fuck
bed,
is a
Tony.
Penta El Cerro Muerto, and why am I paying it $5 million?
$5 million.
5 million pesos.
Penta El
Pesos.
Ciro. It means Dark Five, I think. I don't know.
I'm laughing at the idea of Penta making that much money in AEW. I'm sorry. Pesos or dollars.
Yeah, you're not far off on that.
Really?
But anywho, be that as it may, Trips did this, and he was able to do that in NXT because, again, like we mentioned a lot earlier, I think maybe a pod or two ago, Trips had these people in NXT, and NXT is a brand built upon smaller guys. So when you had somebody like a Karrion Kross in NXT, he looked huge compared to Johnny and Ciampa, but when he got to the main roster,
like a guy.
he was regular size. So it wasn't crazy to put it on somebody like the Irish Ace or these other people, because that's kind of like everybody in the organization is that size. So Seth Rollins isn't like the biggest person ever, and etc. so forth. Are you looking through your documents?
It's like he pulled a scroll out and was looking at the
dossier
Declaration
says,
of Independence or
He's about to
something.
pull out a dossier on you or
Declaration
something.
of Tony Khan.
4
Well, it says
scores
right
and
here,
7
page
years
7.
ago.
Four,
Tony Khan painted
Looking for
the.
4 score and 3 WrestleManias ago. Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah. So,
Oh, that was good.
but with that said, that's why I just don't. I think that is a thing. Number two, it's again, Sammy's not that small. Sammy's a pretty big dude, but he's just like, again, he was a smaller guy in NXT for sure. But that's kind of he's not a Johnny Gargano, but he is very, very similar to that. With the pin click, where you're going to tell me something.
I was just that's kind of what I gathered from Raw. Just with the whole bringing Gargano back and Sammy, is now being escalated up to the main event. I was like, Trips ain't afraid to kind of shake things up a little, with not your big muscular guys like we're used to seeing in the title picture.
Oh yeah, he gets it for sure.
Yeah, well, that's why we're excited. This is you brushed over a big huge huge article thing here. Huge. Johnny Gargano appeared on my television.
I have it in my notes.
Rebel Heart, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Rebel Heart.
I thought I was dreaming.
I
when
was
actually
doing
heard
something on my
that.
computer and I just
Was it
started
what?
singing it like, can we know? And I was like, wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. Closed my laptop and I was like, Johnny back? I couldn't believe it. It was so great.
Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're going to get but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're going to get, but that shit's popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out. I seen the text thread going, holy shit! Oh! There's like so much
Chobani everywhere
happening.
People exploding all over the place.
Yeah.
Hey J-Mo, are you about
Sorry,
to write something?
No, I won't click the pen anymore. Sorry.
There you go. With that, this guy, where'd you get this guy? Who found this guy? This guy, you're definitely old. You're definitely old.
Damn, he didn't even call him old. He called him old. That's even worse.
You're just old.
Yeah.
Old Anderson.
Hey, Lex Luger.
The angriest booker in history. You want to talk about a bitter ass dude? Go watch a YouTube video about Ole Anderson, how he hated everybody. We'll continue.
Yeah, because Lex Luger came in like, motherfucker, I'm strong. He was like, yeah, we need you in the Four Horsemen. You're out of here. He's like, but my chest is hairy. So what, motherfucker? Hit the road, Jack.
I bought a beer for
And
Orange
then Lex
Cooler.
Luger was there.
Get out of here.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
Right. Get the fuck out of here. Live the gimmick. You need blonde hair and muscles. J-Mo, you don't have neither. Guess what? You're out of here. You're walking papers, buddy. Anywho, Johnny Gargano popped up on our television screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd went wild. Like mangasms happened. Rebel Heart played, and we got to see Johnny on Monday Night Raw in something that made sense, because back when they were just doing random shit like, hey, NXT people, come up and randomly a tag team, even though you guys have feuded in NXT for like 3 months, just randomly forget all that and just be a tag team. Stupid. That didn't happen here. They said, hey, Johnny, pop up, be in your work clothes, cut a promo on Monday Night Raw. Let's act like we know who you are. And people knew who he was. The crowd went for it. It was a huge pop. And then,
Austin
of course,
Theory all day. He continues to kill everything they put him in.
Shit.
And even though Trips is putting him through this ringer of, hey, we're just going to have you get beat up a lot for a while, he's kind of killing getting beat up too. He pops up, makes a promo, and says, hey, I achieved all of your dreams before you did. Now you can carry my bags. And I was like, God damn it, this is so good. This is so good. And then they asked him to do the high five, and Johnny Gargano with the super kick of the century. So good.
BA.
Yep.
I gotta ask.
Yes, sir.
As you've always stated, you were not that big of the NXT Black and Gold guy. So you're kind of gathering these bits.
The
and pieces
OG,
of these emotional
yes,
things.
yeah, OG.
Yeah. How did this hit you? Like, as somebody who wasn't like necessarily there, did it have the same appeal as us Marky Marks and the Funky Bunches over here? It was like,
It's a good question.
God, Johnny!
That's a good question, E. I like Gargano for like. I understand his work history and all that stuff. I get that, but like you said, E, I wasn't there live in the living color like y'all fanboying out. I fucks with Gargano more just from the Cleveland side of things. Like I know people that know him from the city and stuff, so I love that he always putting on and all that fun stuff, and he did the whole wrestling school thing here before he went that route. I think that's cool as hell to me, because you don't hear of guys doing it in Cleveland. They usually leave and go to a different school. So that was like my little connection with Johnny. But I was gonna say it was his Trips showing up in Madison Square Garden after his quiet moment. That's the vibe I got when I saw that. Everybody was going crazy. Everybody's ain't seen him in a minute.
Huge.
There was speculation he was gonna be, what was it? What was the last AEW event in Chicago? Was it the Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
There was speculation of him popping up there.
Yeah.
They already got the wrong Johnny when Morrison popped up in AEW. So people have been waiting for this
Oh,
shit.
shit,
Like, when
I
is he gonna
forgot
pop up?
about that.
Johnny.
Hey, BAP history
we
here
all?
for you.
I was like, wait,
so
Johnny Elite?
yes, exactly. People were waiting. I think they already had that shit trademarked at AEW. But I say all of that to say, like, it hit me for different reasons, but it still got to pop out of me. Shit was cool to see. And then I like you brought up, the fact that they went right into some shit from NXT, the connection that him and Theory had, in the little stable that they were doing before shit got shut down.
Hashtag Dub was right.
That was cool to me.
Hashtag Dub was right. Don't act like the rest of the world doesn't fucking exist. It's one of my favorite things about Trips.
And that's what NXT is his baby, so he's gonna let people know about his child. So no, man, it popped me for different reasons, but I get it though, because I wasn't like I'm ignorant to it all. I didn't like. There were some people out there that didn't have any idea who Johnny Gargano was when I was floating around on Twitter. So,
but I'll say this. Let me ask you this, because Twitter is the wild, wild west of hooligans and stupid takes.
Facts.
But with people saying, "Oh, I don't know who this guy is," when he came in and the back and like they gave him the mic and treated him like, hey, you're not a newcomer, you're an established guy. It kind of smartens up the crowd. It's kind of like certain shows now where they don't put subtitles here. If it's like people are speaking Spanish to each other, it's like, hey, you either know it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay, because if you don't get it, it wasn't meant for you. But if you do get it, it enhances your experience. Or you might go do some research and say, oh, what did that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very similar to this. I think the people who didn't get it, oh, who's that guy? He's like, what are you here for? You just here for John Cena appearances? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
You know, you got that WWE fan for sure. But yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like the 38-year-old guy to sit there like,
I'm only here for the bloodline.
Here, respect. Never quit, John. And it's like, all right. Or they're wearing a Roman Reigns vest or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they disgust me. But neither here nor there. For the most part, even if you don't know, they presented it in a way where you felt uncool if you didn't know.
Facts.
It's like,
you better sneak Google this shit.
You
find out,
didn't
like
know?
with your boys.
You're like, oh.
Be yourself, can't be no one
That's exactly
else.
how I feel.
Yeah, that song slaps.
He didn't feel like a Steve. And they immediately played Austin Theory, who was like, hey, they have some type of connection here. Maybe you didn't watch it, but now you're going to go back and do your things. Honestly, it's been so long, I'd almost forgot. I was like,
and they explained it just enough, too. Without, like, deep diving into it, they explained it just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even alluded to it and had him throw little way puns in there. Very smooth, very subtle. Like, class act, guys. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. Johnny Gargano is where he belongs, where he needs to be. And again, WWE as a whole continues to be the most exciting, interesting thing of the Trips era. It just keeps happening. So every week, I don't know where it's going, but I am not disappointed.
So do you want to see Johnny and Austin at Clash at the Castle next Saturday?
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it's too early. I think they'll have to build that a little.
I don't know. I mean, they got a whole Raw doing another segment, and we have 3 matches announced for that card right now.
Yeah, what's the 3 matches that are announced?
Roman and Drew, Gunther and Sheamus,
cool,
and Liv and Ronda.
Cool.
Liv and Shayna.
Shayna, Ronda 2.0.
Oh yeah. I'm fine. I don't need that. Give me again, continue to treat it like those who know. If you know, you know type moves. Like that. That's how I'm feeling. The vibes. If you know, you know. Move like that, Trips. So then have Johnny this week on Raw bump into Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh.
And then
I need it.
I don't know which way it could go, but it would be very.
Do we wait?
exciting
Do we
them
see
either
Champ
go
on his
against
own
each other.
backstage since the Miz got kidnapped by Dexter Lumis?
Could be a thing.
Or
It's an easy way to do it.
Or Tommaso finds Johnny because remember, Indy's married to Dexy, and Tommaso says, "Hey, you know where my boy's at?" Maybe gets a little intel from Johnny to see if he can help him out.
But Dexter's in jail though.
That feels too. Yeah, Dexter got arrested.
Dexter was making us look bad,
and,
making all men look bad by kidnapping somebody, leading the police on the chase, and then still going to see his girl 9 states away. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not trying that hard.
Right, giving her a mouth kiss and then saying, "Baby, I'll be back. Hold it down. Put your motherfucking hands up. Put your hands where my eyes can see." All right. The Glover, yes. Yeah, I love all of that. I'm not doing none of that shit.
Dexter Lumis making it hard on all of us. But what did you guys think about
really,
the continuity, just like that little splash of continuity in there of, hey, this existed before. Let's put a nice little bow on it at the end since we just brought Lumis back here. Were you guys a fan? Do you think it ends up having Indy go to the main roster to help Dexter kidnap people and be weird? What are you guys thinking? Give me some thoughts.
It's about damn time. Just to kind of tie it all in. Marvel Universe, that shit, just tie it all in together. Little spots here and there. But yes, I thought when he picked her up and was walking her out, I thought he was going to take her back to Monday Night Raw.
They're just going to be torturing the Miz together.
We were going to see.
Telling them to put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh yeah.
I thought we were going to get Lumis and Indy versus Miz and Maurice. I thought that's what we were. I thought that's what
that would have been nice. I would not mind that because again, Indy is like, where do I go from here? She's at that moment where she's like kind of lost. She's just losing. And
you were calling
stuff.
her Steve 2 weeks ago.
But I mean, that's how she's presented.
That's true.
She doesn't have any type of anything going. It's just like she said it herself. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just saying stuff. And then he popped out, and she just was like, "Oh, Dixie," and it was like, "Yeah, you felt it again. You felt the magic." But sometimes that happens. You get lost in the shuffle because you don't have any plans, or they don't have any plans for you. Because essentially, they just deleted her whole group. Yeah. Like Johnny and Candace left. Theory got called up. Dexter Lumis and whatever her name was got fired. They're just like
Priscilla.
Persia. It was Persia.
Oh, I'm just
Persia
the last person here. Persia. Yeah,
That's
I knew it was like Piata or something, but I didn't want to sound crazy. I was like, yeah, that's great. And then she was just there. So they was like, okay, we're gonna just let you be enhancement then. Go help these green chicks get over. Go help Paige 2.0 get over. Okay. that was it. So
she doesn't even get an entrance.
That's true, man.
Damn.
Brooklyn Brawler status.
She walked it like Brooklyn Brawler style. No,
crawling
she just
out
was
of
in the
garbage
ring.
from under the ring, standing
right,
there.
Wade Beard. And we're back. Indy's already in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, that's never a good sign.
It's like when I went to AEW, the refs just walking out with the jobber. That's how I feel with Indy Hartwell.
Oh, that's sad.
They're just bringing her out.
That's sad. They might as well be holding hands.
That's so
terrible.
She should have said Dexter, wait, and then bust through the door and then got arrested with her. That would have been dope.
So we're not gonna see that special episode of.
I had something to say. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna just brush over that with this comment of we're not gonna get Dexter Lumis on an episode of Miz and Mrs. where he's just like holding the Miz hostage for the entire episode. All you see is the eyes of that mustache.
I would love that.
I'm here for it.
That would be some Marvel shit.
Talk about a ratings pop. Come on now.
He's just in the closet.
Could you imagine like wrestling Twitter going insane, telling everybody just to turn on USA, and it's just Dexter Lumis staring back for an hour?
Yep.
What?
Just staring at the
and wrestling
camera.
Twitter just imploding upon itself, trying to figure things out and make theories. Like, you see the eye move to the right? Oh, you know what that means? Indy's right there. Like, what?
Oh yeah, you know the Marks would have a field day.
Oh man, that would be great.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a little much. I was just gonna say have him make like a little weird cameo. That would be hilarious. Last episode of Ms. and Mrs. I seen, they were talking about increasing their sex life, and she called them in the closet to get it popping, those mommy milkers. And I was like, well, and then if you just have Dexter Lumis pop up like,
And then he has all the condoms like he did in that one segment.
There you go.
that was a thing. Oh my gosh.
You know that was
Dexter
Vince.
Freaky Loomis.
Yep. Vince was like, hand him some condoms. Give him those free lifestyles that they hand out with the doctor.
Well, order to get some order in the court. What else happened on Monday Night Raw that was of note?
Black Jesus and White
there's-
Jesus teamed up, aka Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles. That was a thing. I just wanted to say that it was of note.
like,
it was not of note at all, but it happened, and I was like, yeah, look at that.
I mean, yeah.
I am too. I don't know where they're going with like the United States title picture with like having AJ and Bobby team up, like, but I like the fact that the mid card matters again. I will tell you that much. And if your mid card is
They
Bobby
might
Lashley,
be-
AJ Styles, and
every
Tommaso
week.
Ciampa, you're in good shape. I would say.
Yeah, they probably
We
building towards like them getting like angry with each other to fight. I'd imagine.
Oh, and I forgot the opening of Raw just was a brawl between
Oh,
Seth
yeah,
Rollins.
man.
It was a
and,
brawl
Returning
before they
Matt
finished the
Riddle.
pyro. Like they did one pyro, and then the fight kept going, and it kept going. Then they finally broke it up, and then they finished the pyro. I was like, you know what? That's attention to detail right there. You can't pay. You can't even pay for that. That was good stuff.
Seth Rollins was dressed like he just left a Jamaican dance hall.
Oh,
And it was like Pundi River, Pundi
I'm
Riddle.
calling
I
Seth
was like,
Lenox.
let's
That bitch
go.
was wearing sheer, and Seth Rollins was in
love
that
it.
sheer.
Yeah, that too. I mean, well, never mind. I won't even say that. I got so many good ones I won't let fly. But yes, Riddle and Seth. I think that's kind of a foregone conclusion for the Castle, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
So
that's a
that
match
would be
of
the
that,
fourth
actually.
match.
So we can throw that one on there
Yeah.
too.
How long does the Cardiff? I mean, Castle,
Um,
whatever, Clash at the Cardiff Castle of Wales, Cardiff. How long is that event?
She just like said Cardiff.
I don't know. Does that fall on the Saturday? That
Yes, it
college
starts at
football
1
starts?
p.m. too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it looks like
I'm gonna have
college
to
football
multitask.
Is that on the
ends.
third?
Yeah, at 1
Is that on the
p.m.
third?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm be in my new house like
There you go. Hopefully you got the internet and shit so you can watch it.
Lexi. Oh yeah, internet's just coming up on Thursday.
Oh
I ain't playing
yeah,
no
you'll
games.
be in
Giga
business.
blast, giga blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gigs everywhere.
It's gonna be great, right? Gigs a glory.
You were talking about things on Monday Night Raw, so there are two things that I have written down here in my Rolodex of JMO. And this is one thing I've kind of noticed from week to week to week. Is it just me, or does Corey Graves' commentary, is it a little cringeworthy?
He doesn't have Vince in his ear telling him to the other cringe
Yeah,
shit
it's just
he would typically
some
be
stuff.
saying.
It just feels like it's completely just. It's like, like I
Okay,
get
well,
what
give
you're trying
it to me. What was it that made you cringe? And I may agree or disagree. Sometimes I just tune them out sometimes, so I don't even pay attention.
That's kind of where I've been with him as of late. I'm just like, I don't even remember what he said. I just wrote down Graves' commentary equals cringe. That's all I wrote. I don't remember why it was.
Damn. Graves, gross. Next.
That's how I be taking notes too.
Yeah.
That's
He didn't even
hilarious.
say nothing. Graves is
Yeah.
like, I love my wife. Ugh, get out of here. Piece of
I'm
shit.
not here for that shit.
You're gross.
So, J-Mo, I do agree with
But
you.
the-
He's been cringeworthy
the-
for a long time. I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but he's always attacking black women, but that's a whole nother thing.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
But I think that was fed to him by Vince. Honestly, with the hey, blah blah,
He did
and
it
him
in
being a
NXT
heel,
too.
and most of the black women.
Yeah.
What did he do? Was he?
he was an announcer in NXT.
I thought he just
Yeah, remember he was one of the first NXT announcers to get called up to Raw. They made a big deal about it. They gave him his own like send-off video. But the other thing I noticed really quick, Dolph Ziggler reminds me so much of Shawn Michaels. It's not even funny when I watch
so
him.
he's doing his job.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to be.
I know, but like it's just everything he does, like, you know, where he hits the super kick and he just falls on the guy like Shawn. I'm like, Jesus, dude. It's good to see Dolph back being Dolph and not in these side gimmick tag teams that he's in. I just want Dolph Ziggler competing for a title.
So
you know,
he's
out
out of
there
like
to-
the side tag team. So now he's just jobbing out to guys that they want to move up the card.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smiles, aka Hip Hop Adam Schefter, aka LaJosh James, aka for all the ladies, the Chocolate Sauce Bandit. You already know what it is. Tune into an Audible Ruckus every week, and don't forget to check out my 2 shows at Shot vs. Smiles and Music Impulse on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, whatever. Tune in. It's your boy Smiles, and I'm out.
Because the Theory thing went nowhere.
Like the magic.
Theory got his one up on him,
Yeah.
and now Theory's jobbing out to Balor, who has probably taken more pins in the past 3 years than anybody on the roster.
No, I get that, but like that match, I felt like Dolph had a chance to win that match,
You
just the
didn't
way
really
it
think
was
that.
put together.
You thought that
I
Dolph
did.
Ziggler was going to be the leader of a stable that they had another guy in the main event of the card, J-Mo?
Yeah, it's Triple H, dude. You don't know what's gonna happen.
But I mean, I get where I get
Ziggler
where
is
you're
up.
coming from, J-Mo. But you
He
also
hasn't
have
won
to
a
think though,
meaningful
like, what do
fight in
they
10 years.
do? Correct.
That's not true. He was an NXT champion.
Yeah,
Put some respect on his name.
But I'm more speaking of like from a like, okay, let's say he beats the leader of fucking of that stable. Where do we go with that? Now we gonna have just a fucking like 3-4 month story with him and the Judgment Day all of a sudden? That's where it's random. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I get what you're saying,
so
J-Mo.
I'm-
Anything
I'm-
can happen in Trips WWE. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shoot J-Mo some bail here only because Dolph Ziggler definitely has it. And if you gonna have Dominic and fucking Rey Mysterio go over
Ugh.
on Balor, you can have Dolph Ziggler go over on Balor. He's a far better worker than fucking Dominic. Dominic gets his ass handed to him every week
But Dominic
by
has
the
nepotism
beautiful
ass.
Amazon that is Rhea
Oh
Ripley.
yeah, she be choking the shit out of him with them legs. But yes,
Yeah. Look,
Repping
come here,
Pythons.
bitch boy. Teach you to
put
snooze.
that hand between my legs. Get over here.
Yes, you're right.
Come here.
Come rub that clean ass face on these legs.
Rhea won't smoosh smoosh.
You're right. You are useless.
I say all of
Throw
that to
him
say,
around.
man, that is nepotism, though, man. That's the only reason why you see that.
Okay,
Like,
maybe I'm
Dolph, I
crazy.
feel like
I just
if
didn't
we
think
gon-
Dolph was winning. That.
If we gonna have
I
the
didn't think he was
breakdown
winning.
of Dolph, I think it's a detriment that he looks and works so much like Shawn Michaels because it's almost like that's who you want to see. Like I think, and that's why they never really pushed him in Vince's WWE and would use him to do other stuff because they know he's a great worker. But at the same token, like that's why they had that little spat with him and Shawn Michaels like a couple years ago, briefly or whatever, when Shawn Michaels called him a second-rate him, basically, or some shit like that. So I mean, I think and I love Dolph. I'm just full disclosure. I don't have any beef with Dolph. I love him too.
I think we're all Dolph
But
fans
I think
here.
the Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels shit, yeah, it
Yeah.
works. It works to his detriment sometimes from a booking standpoint.
I can agree, but we literally have Becky Lynch that was like, "Hey, I'm Stone Cold now," and then we were like, "Yeah, we like this
Because she's
a
a woman.
man.
Because she's a
She's a
woman, though.
chick.
That's the why. Though.
like whatever."
That's the reason why. If she was a dude doing that, nobody would have bought into that. They would have been like, we've seen it, done it.
I mean, the reason why we love Ricky Starks right now is because we say, "What?
97.
97 Rock.
Thank you." So again, it's like, is it Uchiwala or is it One Mike? I don't know.
It's always
Just
Uchiwala.
saying.
That's the story of
But-
Dolph Ziggler's career,
always
though. But
Uchiwala.
Dolph had, and then also another thing with Dolph, to his detriment, he had a lot of success very early in his career, his run there. He won a bunch of titles. He was involved in a lot of bigger main events. So and then when you
And
have
then
that
when
type
they
of track
put
record,
the
the
world
Miz is a
title
victim
on
of it
him,
too.
he got a concussion, and they never went back to him. Same thing happened
See?
to Balor.
Sounds like the
Same
Miz.
thing happened to Jack Swagger. It's something about like when they push you to
happened
the
to the
moon and your body fails you, they don't feel comfortable going back.
They
to
don't
you.
trust
I
you.
hope Triple H is different because Finn Balor
Same,
is a world
same.
champion to
I
me.
think he is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They fucked up with Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger's not a world champion anywhere. But Dolph is. So was Balor.
Bare knuckle
So is
fighter.
Balor. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like you get early success and they push you up the card. If your body can't handle it, they assume like, oh, not built for this shit. It's part of the reason like the big guys hold these titles because they're built for it.
And their work rate is trash. So it's like big boot, drive by,
Choke slam.
spear,
Power bomb.
4-minute match. What can
You stop
happen
talking
here?
about Braun
Except
Breaker
for
like
when,
that.
Oh,
I say except for
was gonna
when
say
Goldberg like gives himself a concussion.
Oh, Goldberg.
How you give yourself a concussion doing
Because
this?
he's Goldberg.
Who's next? Me.
Right. Me and my 3-move arsenal.
Goof. Man. But
hey,
I,
BA, it's 4. He's got a super kick now.
Oh yeah.
Who
Sorry,
is
Bret
a
Hart.
super kick? Nothing Goldberg
We're
does is
talking
super.
about the super
He's got a
kick he
kick
gave
now.
to Bret Hart to literally end his
End his
career.
career.
That's what he's referencing. And they won't stop bringing it up either.
No,
To the
Bret
point where
won't
I
start
think
bringing
Goldberg
it
said-
up.
Yeah, to the point where Goldberg was like, "Look, dude, I've apologized for the last 20 years. Like, if you don't understand, I'm sorry now. I'm done
you know
saying
why?
it."
You know why? Because Bret Hart is married to a black
Yeah,
woman.
yeah,
They don't
facts.
forget
The excellence
shit.
of
So
execution.
she remembered. Remember, you could have the excellence of remembering shit. My wife, he was sitting there like, you know, you could have still been probably wrestling right now. You see Austin getting up, you could have did
Oh,
it too.
yeah.
If he wouldn't have fucking kicked your
You know,
brains out.
Bret is a
Like,
jealous motherfucker too.
you know
man,
what?
so.
You're right. Fuck Goldberg. Like, you thought these glasses were cool. I'm from Ontario.
Oh,
All right. I guess.
let's say we fantasy
Calgary's my
book
stomping ground.
Bret Hart match now.
I'm still wearing leather.
Bret Hart be putting bifocals on people's faces. Or readers. No, the readers you buy from Walgreens and shit.
Oh, my God.
Dur, 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 dur.
You're so far off the rails.
The kids. Yay! Bret Hart is pit. I'm not
No,
even
let's stop. Let's lay off of Bret Hart. I like him. I like Bret Hart
I'm
so
done.
much.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Shout out to Bret Hart.
Brett, there's a fan behind you. Gotcha.
Man, I don't want Dax
my
and Cash
God.
coming after me, man. I know they love it. And Punk. Speaking of, I don't want them coming after me taking for the Bret
Sons
Hart.
of Heart.
Yes, the Sons of Heart. I
Right.
don't need them
All right,
problems.
or never mind. Anyway, have we addressed everything on
I
Monday
would
Night
say so.
Raw?
I would say so.
Okay, great. Can we now go to 2.0?
2.0. We have an epic Worlds Collide coming
2.0.
together right now.
0.
We got Tyler Bate.
Yeah, because heat
Huh?
wave.
What?
Because heat wave.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Tyler Bate, hopefully, as far as me and Ethan stand, take that belt off of Braun Breaker as they unify the NXT UK title and the NXT 2.0 title. We got the women's titles being unified. We got Mandy Rose against, is it Blair?
Yoko.
What's her last name, J-Mo? Blair what?
Like
Blair
Davenport.
Davenport. There we go.
AKA Page 2.0.
And
2.0.
the final boss, Meiko Satomura, who's been wrestling pretty much our entire lives.
Hey, Dub. Who's that?
Oh, NXT UK World Champion, living legend who started wrestling at the age of 14, made her wrestling debut on American television at the age of 16 on Monday Night Nitro, champion all over the world.
That's weird.
Just all around great wrestler.
And I time travel?
She-
How do you know that whole? You do that like to the T.
But he don't watch NXT UK though.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
seen
UK,
it. No,
yeah.
never
You
seen
know.
it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Or
Never seen
travel
it.
through
Never-
time
not
ever
once.
fucking did we? That was a great
Also, we got
little-
Gallus in the building over at NXT now. Former NXT UK.
Wait,
huh?
Dup,
What?
Dup.
Former NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Joe Coffey is a main eventer who has wrestled for the NXT World Title twice, lost both times, but legit main eventer.
NXT
Huh?
UK
What?
title.
Yeah,
NXT UK.
What I say? NXT UK World Title.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you said NXT title.
World title.
And I was like,
I was
I've
just
never
going
seen
off
him
my
on
brain.
live.
Yeah,
NXT
that's
title.
like-
My
I was like,
apologies.
I don't remember.
My
Like,
apologies.
who was the champion when he lost though?
He
NXT
lost
UK
to. He
Walter?
lost
Do
to
you lose to
Walter,
Walter?
and I think he lost to Tyler Bate and Tyler Bates last run, if memory serves me correctly. Even though I don't watch NXT UK.
Or was it the other guy, Dub? The guy that
Ilya
beat Walter?
Dragunov? No, I think Ilya
Yeah.
has only defended
Nah.
against like that. I think it's Rampage Brown, Tyler Bate, and Noam Dar.
He's saying shit. It sounds crazy.
These sound like
Hey, you're naming
E-Ray.
these
These sound like the random boxers on that
Streets
video
of Rage
game,
characters.
Ready to Rumble boxing from Dreamcast. Afro
No,
Thunder.
I do you one better. These sound like the thugs that were in Maximum Carnage / Streets
Oh
of
yeah, they
Rage.
had like random names.
Here comes Stacy.
Here comes Max. Here comes James.
Here go Bushido Brown. Who the fuck are these
Right, they
people?
take like
dog?
2 hits.
I
they
don't know, E. I
disappear
don't watch
and vanish
NXT
forever.
UK, so I couldn't tell you.
You know their names just better than me.
Streets of
Anyway,
Rage jobbers.
right. Dub put this whole card together. Let's just keep it funky.
For real.
Dub is like worlds are colliding. His world, his secret NXT UK Batman Bruce Wayne esque
Yeah.
relationship, and then 2.0, which we all love. So, because I'm like, I don't know none of these people. He's like Gallus, and I'm like, is that one song that one
I was
dude
gonna
made?
say, man, that sounds like one of the rock bands
I've
from
never
like,
heard of this.
alternative rock bands from the '90s. Gallus.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, and he's like, yeah, and I'm just sitting there.
Look, guys. Look, guys. I've never seen NXT UK, but I'm gonna tell you, Joe Coffey is a main event talent, flat out.
I believe we have you on a clip, a recorded clip saying otherwise, but we'll save that for another day. Anyway,
What kind of cookies do you have with your T-Dub when you watch NXT UK?
Crumpets,
We have
J-Mo.
crumpets. We have crumpets.
of course,
And
right?
in the UK, we call them biscuits.
sorry.
Get it right.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Pulling out
he's
his Idris
definitely
Elba
Yeah,
accent.
Duh.
He's in.
What UK chick was you trying to talk to and impress? Like, oh yeah, I love my biscuits.
The only chick I
Zeta
know
from
in
Love
NXT
Island.
UK, that French chick. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I get it,
Amel,
man.
yeah.
I have
Amel,
bad
yeah.
tape.
She's cold. She's
Yeah,
cold.
that's what I'm here for.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to fight Gunther for her.
yeah.
What? That's Gunther?
Dub,
No,
how,
I'm
many,
kidding, no,
how,
sorry.
many, how many pubs do you go to
Oh,
in
man.
in
He's
Toledo
like,
and just
shit,
talk
good.
with your English accent?
What did you say? What?
Zero.
I said, how many pubs do you go to in Toledo and just talk to the?
I mean, it depends. Is there a
UK girls?
football game match on?
Is there a football game?
Oh.
It's
I
a football
hate this
match.
Get this guy out of here. He is full on
I like your
NXT
kit,
UK.
mate.
Is disgusting. Right. Only thing I
It's a
only thing I
jersey.
ever liked from NXT UK was McDonough.
Who had
That's it.
another great
Oh yeah,
promo
Tyler Bate.
on NXT, hanging it upside
Facts.
down like Batman. Talking about how much you love the pain.
Mr. Psycho Sid himself. I'm like, they do a close up promo. Let me paint the picture. They're doing a close up of McDonough's face. He looks as constipated as Dub usually, and he's sitting there like, and he just talk. Braun, you just don't know. I released it, and I love the pain. And he just sitting there, and they're just interspersing like these fucking crazy attacks and hits, and then him bleeding from the mouth as fucking Braun Breaker picks him up and does this power slam and spear to him, and he just embraces it like, break my ribs. and he's just sitting there like, you don't even know how much I love the pain. I was surprised by nothing, but next time I'll break you. And then the camera flips and you see why he looks so constipated. Because this motherfucker's been upside down for the last 2.5 minutes while he's cutting this promo.
Great stuff.
Incredible, guys.
Great stuff.
McDonough won so much clout in my eyes. He didn't win. He didn't beat Braun Breaker. We literally book every person every time he's wrestling to beat Braun Breaker. Thank God I was there when, as we just mentioned, Dolph Ziggler, former NXT champion, all over his body. Zigzag, zigzag, like a toaster strudel. Shit was crazy.
Oh my God.
and he beat him, and it was great. But then he lost it, of course, on Monday Night Raw inexplicably, because why did they have a rematch on Raw? I don't know. But Vince said. But after that, we were, we've been booking everybody to beat Braun Breaker, and he hasn't lost. So, again, maybe McDonough didn't do it. I think we knew that since he came out with that very generic intro. It didn't feel like, a crowning champion. But Tyler Bate is here, and maybe he can save us from the
big
reign
strong
of Braun.
boy, Tyler
What do you guys
Bate.
think?
Big
strong boy.
No.
Wait. Let's not forget, there was a guy, J-Mo's favorite wrestler, Von Wagner, said, "You're the big strong boy, where I'm the big strong man." What the fuck?
Von Wagner need to go home.
Get Von
He
Wagner
need to be
on
on
my
level
TV.
up, man.
He needs to be on Love Island or somewhere else. Get him off of wrestling. Like, I don't advocate for people being fired. I love people having a career in wrestling, but hey, guy, guess what? This ain't for you.
Nah, man.
You need to go do something else. Maybe you need to get released. You need to have your Drew Galloway life, and then just come back and be ripped and like have some plastic surgery done. Get that fucking what do you call that, Neanderthal brow removed. Get some like actual eyelashes there. And I don't know, because that shit ain't working for me. It's like they put him up against everybody, and I'm just like, I hate hearing him talk.
True.
And it's awful. And then watching him work is no better. They gave him leather. They've done everything to make him a bad guy.
They went to the whole box of gimmicks, and nothing's fitting, man.
Nothing's sticking.
These gonna be first. That's gonna be Tripp's first release, probably, man.
Von Wagner's so bad, he's gonna get Robert Stone fired. That's how bad Von Wagner is.
You gotta try to do that shit.
Yeah. Didn't Samoa or Sikoa? Didn't he like throw him in the trash? And I was like, well, we're never gonna see Von Wagner again. But sure enough,
so if that didn't happen,
the inverse happened, and there's a new rumor that Solo Sikoa will be at Clash at the Castle. Partly because I'm not sure if Jimmy can go into that country with his multiple DUIs, because that's why he wasn't at SmackDown.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, Toronto don't play that shit.
Nah,
yeah.
Not this day of COVID.
So I don't know if Jimmy can make it into the UK, because I don't watch NXT UK at all.
Right. Of course. Apparently.
Yes.
Dub, are you actually gonna say that when I'm looking at a Gallus poster in the back of your legitimately?
Hey,
Gallus
man,
forever.
the theme song
Who
is great.
this?
Let me tell you, just that nice drum beat.
It may grow on me. I don't know.
Joe Coffey is the main eventer.
Can you seriously say that?
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Can I seriously say that? That Joe Coffey's the main eventer? Yeah. And that Tyler Bates going to take that belt off of Braun Breaker? God, I hope so. God, I hope so.
Say, man,
but if I'm looking it out, I would say Trent Seven interferes and they continue that feud if they haven't fired Trent Seven, because they have not released all the.
Nah, man.
I thought
they have not released all the names of everybody they let go.
They gonna let Brian win that shit clean because he's Brian, man. I'm telling you.
Who takes his belt off of Brian?
I've got some bad news. Brian's gonna still be your champion.
BA, I know you're in.
They're gonna use.
I knew you're in the future, BA. Who takes his belt off of Brian? I need to know.
It's gonna be whoever they believe in, whoever Shawn Michaels believes in to take it off.
Because the Emperor of Lucha Libre grabbed his squad and said, "We going to SmackDown."
Yeah, they gone. I mean, and I should check in with y'all on this. Is
Like I
is
told you
Mello
was gonna
Mello
happen.
gonna be gone too? Y'all think?
E-Ray was right.
Oh, Melo's.
Mello still sticking
Melo, I
around?
think he's gonna-
Yeah, Melo. Yeah,
Melo's
still
still
for
there.
a while.
Melo's still sticking around. That's your next NXT
But he's
champion.
still North American champion. He's holding that shit down.
He's got.
He's
That's
gonna
the
be
A
key
championship for real.
Oh yeah,
Because Ron
absolutely.
is green as fuck.
That's the worker belt for sure. But at the same token,
That's why I got it.
I'm just like I don't. I mean, they got who else would they like? Who they gonna set up
Tony
Mello to
D'Angelo.
win? Because
Von Wagner.
I would have believed
Robert
Velveteen
Stone.
Dream before Von Wagner.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smiles, aka Hip Hop Adam Schefter, aka LaJosh James, aka for all the ladies, the Chocolate Sauce Bandit. You already know what it is. Tune into Inaudible Ruckus every week, and don't forget to check out my 2 shows at Shot vs. Smiles and Music Impulse on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, whatever. Tune in. It's your boy Smiles, and I'm out.
Braun Breaker, your dad's a Steiner? Well, I like recliners.
And I would hope Scott Steiner would come out and just fucking stretch his ass out. Just we
Pause.
never see him again. Sorry, you know what I
Right.
mean. Steiner recliner his ass out. Right.
Oh my god.
What do we see? NXT 2.0 has got real intense.
Super raunchy. Like,
Yeah, I would be pulling for Mello, but because they're unifying those belts, the NXT UK belt looks glorious. I'm praying they don't do that to that NXT UK belt because it does have a fantastic lineage thus far. Giving that to Braun Breaker makes my stomach turn.
you might.
And even people that I respect in the industry, such as Andreas Hale and others, have interviewed him and said, "Yeah, that guy he's not there yet." and I get it because he's only been wrestling for less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I mean,
yeah, he needs
you
work.
bring up a good point, E, with the less than a year. I think in Triple H's booking style, he's not gonna be a strap the rocket to him and just give him everything all at once type of guy. I think he understands the harm in that. So maybe he does. Maybe Tyler Bate does win the title, so they can put Braun more in a position. To
Oh yeah,
work
in
a
Triple
little
H's
more.
America, Braun has 3 more years in NXT.
Yeah. So with
We can only hope. He needs some bangers. He needs to go on like a path of redemption. He needs to get sunned by Tyler
he
Bate.
needs to go in the.
Then he needs to lose the rematch. Then he needs to just go get picked on by some people, get stomped out by Von Wagner.
Take some
And a
L's to
bunch of
Dominic
shit,
Mysterio.
and
Bring
basically-
KCO.
He needs to get kayfabe.
No. You're going too
He
far.
needs to get.
Wait a second, Dub. You've gone too far.
He can't. He can't
Unless
lose to Dom.
unless Dominic Mysterio is somehow booted to NXT.
Which might happen.
Then I'll be
E-Ray,
like,
I feel like you
Hey,
book Dom
Battle
to
of
NXT
the
once a
Dream.
week. If it's not on this pod, it's
am I
in the
wrong?
group chat. I feel like you bought that man a plane ticket
Fact.
once a week.
to Orlando.
I was-
I
Well, with that being,
was about to say I purchased it, but his dad wears so much Da Vinci. It's like why do I gotta pay for that shit? You're clearly rich. Papa Doback, give me some money.
hell yeah.
Fucking don't teach me not to lose my dinosaur. Boats of hoes. Sorry, BA. You were saying.
I was just gonna say, just in regards to the whole Braun thing. Damn it, my thought went away. I was gonna say it. Go get away from me. Go away. I had it and it went away.
Boats of hoes, got you.
Yes, both the hoes got me. I'm like, that's funny. That's from Step Brothers. Fuck. I was gonna say
Good job,
something.
BA.
Yes, he got me good.
Sorry.
You broke
I do
BA,
that
damn it.
sometimes. Well, I know he's glitching.
Both and hoes.
8 feet.
It's okay, simple BA. It's okay.
You
ruined my hair movies.
I want to go into that.
Making my eyes rain.
Oh man, what was it?
Well,
Must not been
I
that.
don't know, man. Yeah, that was it. If it's gone and
It's
been
gone. It's in the
vaporized
ether.
from your brain,
It's in the ether of the world.
it's gone. Just like Santos Sexcabar. Him and the crew, Los
Logata.
they're gone. They're gone. But they're going to SmackDown, perhaps? It'd be amazing. I think, because he just said, hey, guys, get in. They're like, wait, are we unemployed? They didn't ask no questions. That's how you know them motherfuckers is loyal. They asked no questions. Like, I don't care. Like, we got jobs here. They're like,
Said, fuck
hey,
that
we
job.
out. Tony D, like, you unloyal bastards. I'm down to one fucking. I'm down to one
Goomba.
Yeah, he got another. But then again, Tony D'Angelo has he's like 3-0 in retiring people from NXT completely.
He beat Pete Dunne so bad he changed his name to Butch and went into witness protection.
Yeah, I hope he comes out with the Trips era. I hope he leaves the witness protection setup he's in right now.
Got bad news for you, BA.
Be nice.
He probably won't.
No.
I got some bad.
Pete Dunne Pete Dunne wants
He
to
beat
wrestle
Ciampa?
in that gear. He likes that Peaky Blinders gimmick.
Oh.
I kind of dig it, except for his name doesn't need to be
the name
put.
change
He's
didn't
like
need to happen.
Scrappy Dude. The way that they be booking him is like a Scrappy Dude type of thing, and I hate it.
But that's better than his singlet.
But he was
that
the
man's too
bruiserweight
jacked to be
though,
wearing a
man.
singlet.
He was like whooping
The
people's
bruiserweight
ass.
should have never been in a singlet.
But
He
channeling Mr.
disappeared,
Perfect,
came
man.
back
That's all.
shredded.
We didn't need to see his bruiserweight.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, J-Mo.
I don't even know where to go from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let it be
I was just
stated for the record. J-Mo is eyeballing boy buns in the singlet. He's like, oh, those sassy wrestlers. They're so
He
good.
said boy
I
bud.
love everything they do. Bruise me, bruise away. Like J-Mo. I mean, I didn't know you felt that way, but congratulations.
I'm
man.
just
You and
speaking
Kevin
to the
Campbell
man.
are having a great week. Other than that, I did want to just say, like, I don't mind that thing because he beat Santos. Santos is like, hey, guys, me and the crew, we're now all unemployed. I don't know where we're going, maybe to the unemployment line. I hope they show up on SmackDown, but you never know because he just said, let's go. Didn't even have a destination in a GPS. He beat Ciampa. Ciampa was like, I got beat so bad, I'm a clout chaser. I'm about to team up with the Miz.
Ugh.
I'm going to pop up on Miz and Mrs. on your ass so I can get me back on of relevance. Crazy.
It is wild.
Ciampa the babysitter.
Who else he beat? You know he beat somebody else, Dub.
Was it LA Knight?
Because it was
He beat. No, that was Mello. No, that was Grayson Waller.
rent free, ladies and
Give
gentlemen.
Grayson a raise right now.
Grayson
Still
Waller.
doing his
He just
job.
bought some more furniture for J-Mo's head just with that one.
Oh man,
Bring that sectional back here, please. Park it right in the back of his spine.
that love sack sectional.
That's why I wear this hat so he can't get in my
There you
head.
go.
Oh, he's lived there
he's
for a
in
long
there.
time.
You've boxed him in, if anything, with the hat, J-Mo. He ain't going nowhere.
Did you see the Grayson Waller effect this week? NXT
No.
2.0?
No, I skipped that part.
Oh, you missed it. It was Grayson Waller and Apollo Crews. That
Apollo!
was probably my favorite segment. It was incredible because Apollo Crews had to answer to some tough talk from Grayson Waller. He said, Apollo, I got a question for you. What you say? Didn't you just have an accent? He's
He
like,
called him out.
Are
be
you
my
talking
Nigerian
about this
roots.
accent? I was like, oh shit. He's like, he ain't even playing.
yeah, and that was good. He was like, no, I'm still a Nigerian warrior, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I still beat
And I
your
will
ass."
grab my
He was
9mm
but-
like Denzel and shoot you.
Right. He was like, but I just forgot. He was like, I was too concerned with my past and my roots and not with my future. And I was
Bars.
like, ooh, I like that. Then he was like, I got one for you. and then he just stole them. And I was like,
Nice.
yes.
Equalizer.
It was great. It was all right. I was like, he assessed the situation. He was like, it was kind of like he had the little vision dots on him. He was like, oh, Grayson Waller's wearing like a fucking douchey, very neon shirt with the 2 buttons down. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
his scouter red bitch.
It's like I
Yeah.
stole him. Yeah, his bitch level is over 9,000.
Get him.
Stole. Yeah, it was great.
Kick his
But
ass.
that was one. I think this is just a great week for promos because Roman was cutting great promos. Apollo Crews cut great promo. Johnny Gargano, great promo. Yeah, McDonough with the great promo. It's been a promo school, guys. Anything else important from NXT 2.0? Worlds Collide it's upon us, but we'll have more
Next Sunday at 4 p.m.
It's gonna be a whole different NXT in a couple weeks.
I'm gonna be a prune after this week.
Wait, ain't that the start of the football season as well?
No.
No.
Yeah.
NFL's the following Sunday.
But NXT is coming on at 4 because they don't want to go head to head with All Out.
This Sunday.
Yes.
Next Sunday.
This Sunday, right?
Next Sunday.
It's next Sunday. But there's also college football on Sunday too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Other than that, now that we got that out the way, big shit popping, implosions everywhere.
Speaking of promo school,
AEW. Uh-oh, I said it. Where are you? Strongest Mark. He like talk out his shirt.
Bust out the ground like Super Shredder.
I can change it any time. Shut up.
Go back to law school.
Mark.
She-Mark. And the original Hulk was played by Mark Ruffalo. No, yeah, see? Huh?
No, Lou Ferrigno. No,
I mean, like the
Ruffalo,
original Hulk
that's
in the
a good
MCU. Come on, BA, catch up.
Oh,
You're real.
No.
You said original Hulk.
In the MCU.
Dub was not
Original
right.
In the MCU.
All right, now you cleaned it up.
MCU.
Yes, now you cleaned it up.
It was Edward Norton.
That was not
Nope.
the,
No,
that
not
was not the MCU
It was
yet.
not
Eric
MCU.
Bana.
He's talking about the MCU. That's all.
But that Hulk movie came out after the first Iron Man movie,
Yeah, but
didn't
no
it?
one talks
that
about
Hulk
it.
movie
Yes,
came
it
out
did.
like the early 2000s. I remember watching that shit
No,
on
no, there was
bootleg
another one.
as a kid.
It was Eric Bana,
Yes.
Edward Norton,
Yeah, Edward Norton was.
Smart Mark Ruffalo.
Smart Mark
Yes.
Ruffalo. I see what
Got
you did there.
And Grandpa Lou from the 70s. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what's Bruce Banner's name? That was the Hulk.
What?
Yes.
I said, what was the name? Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk, but who was Bruce Banner, the actor?
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Shut up, J-Mo. I'm talking about from the.
Oh, no one knows who that was.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
I love that fucking theme song, by the way. He walked around with a stick and a bandana holding all his belongings.
Yeah, man.
What a fucking bum.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
That is, yeah.
I could blow out these pants. I could blow out these fucking bell bottoms in any time.
I never understood
ladies.
that about
Watch
hoboism.
yourself.
Like, what is this? Is that like the fucking hobo like uniform, like with the bandana with like 3 things inside of it tied on the
Yes.
stick? Like, we could be more
Because-
efficient than that. Garbage bags.
Can they?
Like, come on.
Back in the day, they did. Back in the day, glad bags weren't like a big thing. Like we are a disposable culture. We got it easy compared to the 70s. They couldn't even afford condoms. That's why everybody had bushes and fucking genital warts.
Ugh,
They just was
God.
like, oh,
HPV.
oh, you like, oh, yeah, exactly. Disgusting. Nowadays we have like condoms, Plan B. We got garbage bags. We
Yeah.
got little fucking string, book
Manscaped
bags.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to start a fucking brush fire in your crotch. It's amazing, right? AEW guys.
AEW, here we go.
Oh, we're never getting a sponsor.
Where do y'all want to start?
What are you talking about? That was gonna be Domino's right after the Nick Gage match.
Right. Speaking of brush fires in your pants, AEW guys.
Jericho throwing fireballs at people.
Jericho the Grand Wizard.
I'm a fucking wizard.
Lionheart.
Yeah, speaking
Lion
of
crotch Chris Jericho.
Speaking of Jericho, can we start there with him and the Daniel Garcia?
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic starting point.
Because that's how the show started.
Lead us in.
Yeah. No, excellent promo. Set up Brian Danielson coming out. Garcia had a dope shirt on. I like the Buffalo Kid shirt. That was kind of dope.
I did appreciate that as well.
And he was rocking some pandas too. So shout out to you. You know.
What?
Okay.
The dunks. They're called the
Paying
pandas.
attention to the shoes.
Get with the times.
I know. I was like, only J-Mo loves the shoes. He's like, oh, sneakers, snakers.
I just think it's kind of cool. But you're a wrestler. I'm a sports entertainer. Mentor versus hero type storyline. Yeah, I can dig it. It's one of the only storylines that AEW has going on right now.
Legitimately, but I did want to pry at that. So, you guys, let me know. Give me some information here. I personally kind of dug the little bit of story that they were giving us. Like, oh shit, Daniel Garcia comes out and he says, "You ruined the moment. You ruined my moment. It wasn't about being a sports entertainer. It wasn't about being a wrestler. I just hung 30 minutes with my hero, and he wanted to shake my hand, and that's all that mattered to me. Like it was like an isolated thing in itself. And you ruined that. You took that from me. And then the crowd is like, "You're a wrestler," and then Jericho's like, "Say that you're a sports entertainer." And he's like, "You gonna make me say this now?" And then, of course, here comes Daniel Bryant.
White t-shirt and all.
Even he fucked it up. So I don't mind if it's canon. Brian Danielson fucked up his own name, so I can say Daniel Bryan.
He's trying to make JR feel a little better about himself. JR fucks it up multiple times.
Big up.
He gets paid to
There's
say
Daniel
his
Bryan.
name.
Oh, sorry. Where am I?
Daniel Bryan on AEW SmackDown.
Coming live at WCW Nitro.
I wasn't even on that
where
show.
am I? Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live on TNA Dynamite.
He was not on Nitro, J-Bo. Stop it. He'd already left.
Yeah, he was. In the very beginning, JR was on Dynamite.
No, J-Mo.
Sorry, not Nitro. He was
Saturday
on
night
main
WCW
event.
Superstars. Sorry,
Yes.
Saturday night.
BA, I was in the DeLorean with you. We was time traveling. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. Me, you, and Scott Spacula on Quantum Leap just leaping through shit.
Leaping through time, splatting on hoes.
We gotta do 42 gigawatts.
Try to stay clean in that dirty old wrestling world of the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, just avoid Biff on all costs. Hey, that is... Wait, if they ever did a remake of fucking Back to the Future, Biff should be played by
Jake Hager.
Bullshit. Thank you, fucking PA. Man, we're here. BA
Since
gets
day
it.
one, man.
Jake Hager is the new age Biff Tannen. I love it. Listen here, McFly. That's all I think about every time I see his stupid ass
is
face.
Biff, man. I thought that's his day one since he was
Biff.
Jack Swagger.
Oh my god. I never even put that together until just now.
Especially when he
Holy shit.
had the little army gimmick in the WWE. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
Biff Tannen all day.
We are the people.
Yeah.
We the people. Biff Tannen. Just give him a fucking sports almanac and let that be his gimmick. I would watch that every week, twice on Sunday. I kid you.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Right. You calling me yellow? What? Shut up, Biff. Anyway, yes.
Wait, can we have
it's
Jack
relevant.
Swagger versus Kushida since Kushida does the Back to the Future gimmick too?
I like it though.
Where's Kushida?
He's in 1955 right now. Right? He'll be back. He'll be back soon.
Did you just put him in Pearl?
Doc, you said it, not me. Doc Brown needs more garbage. We're trying to get more garbage for Doc Brown to get him back. That's all.
Jesus. Out of all the decades you could have put him in.
Hey, that's when they went back in the
1955.
future. That's when they went back to the future in the movie, man.
You could have
If
said
he was
like
in
2005, 1955.
Well, I can't help it.
If he was in
Pearl Harbor was the
present
40s
day-
first and foremost, so I stayed away from that. E-Ray jumped us back to the
I was close.
40s.
Close enough.
BAP history would know.
I'm not a historian like BAP history, so I was close enough. I was like 20 years close enough.
Well,
to me.
I mean, in fairness, the Korea War took place in the 50s. But we'll leave that there.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
and we sent our super soldier John Moxley over there to take care of business.
Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit's popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out.
I can't. Go with Super Soldier. He is John Claude Van Damme, a Universal Soldier. It's John Moxley.
That's what he just said. I don't know what you guys think, but this time it's my time. All the times. 1937 is
Did you
my
imagine
time.
John
What is
Moxley doing that weird Moxley walk through South Korea?
Yes, I could. Blood everywhere.
With
That's
napalm
like-
going off everywhere.
Just
Just in
breaking
the
juice
background.
necks left and right, just fucking destroying people.
He's just got the American flag, snapping necks.
John Moxley beating up Asian people. A tale as old as time.
Oh man. Yep.
Jesus Christ. We're off the...
You can blame
I
Kushida for all of
apologize,
this.
guys. This is all my
fault.
Kushida's
Oh my
fault.
Yeah.
We need a producer.
I think... It was my fault
Save
because
us, love, save us.
Biff had... Yeah, we just gotta cut all of this up. No, leave it in. That's what I said. Anyway.
And 9 months later. And then 9 months later.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're back from our 9-month suspension. All apologies to John Moxley.
Right.
And Kushida.
man. But no, AEW was fantastically interesting this week. I won't say it was a great show, but so many of the things happened. Like I said, we opened up with the Daniel Garcia, Bryan Danielson, Lionheart, Chris Jericho. That was
Lionheart.
a thing.
The last survivor of Stu
Which is
Hart's
also
dungeon.
not true, but okay.
Yeah,
That's
that sounds creepy as
Huge
hell.
lie.
The
It sounds
last
like a
survivor-
sex chamber every time he brings
Because
it
it
up.
is, J-Bo.
I'm the last survivor.
You got an old man that just tried just twisting people around down there. It sounds like a sex dungeon to
Oh, yeah.
Stu Hart always
it's
talking
sweet
about,
music to my ears.
me. Come here and get out of this hole. Oh, my arm is in my asshole. I know.
So I'm so erect. Like, ew. Stu Hart with
Brett, get down here.
Stu Hart with a raging boner. Like,
Oh,
sitting
God.
there putting you in a
Old man
grapple.
boner. That's scary.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. Where are we going? Are we ever
No, we're not.
Oh, God. All right, I'm done. I'm muting my old
Look,
mic.
this show is imploding like AEW. We're not, let's fuck it. We're getting right to the shits.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus John
Super
beat him
soldier.
up Moxley.
Super soldier.
Wild Thing himself to unify the fucking belts happened at the middle of the show. We all was like, what the fuck?
Weird.
This is happening. It's an hour left. Are they going to have an hour slobber knocker?
Right, this is an Iron Man match?
And then 13 seconds later, the match was over. CM Punk threw a kick. His leg broke, I guess. I don't know. John Moxley said, hey, guess what? Paradigm shift. A
Moxley said-
paralyzer, aka. And then he said, another paralyzer. And he covered him, and it was over. He threw the title down and said, bitch.
There you
And
go.
then he just went on a rampage. And
Yeah.
it was amazing. And then he cut a psycho promo, which was also amazing, in the back, just talking so much shit. And then the reports that we all got last week after that crazy shenanigans between them that moved the matchup from All Out to this week happened. And now we're all wondering, is CM Punk taking his ball and going home?
The report is they're gonna fight it all out.
That says JMO. So they're going to just do
That's
a
that's
rematch?
what I've what I've read today from the Wrestling Observer. That's what I saw on NoDQ.com.
You know, Dave Meltzer.
Oh
be-
my God, the Wrestling Observer breaking the news. JMO
With
breaking
Uncle
the
Dave.
news, breaking the news.
Uncle Dave.
Dave Meltzer gave that a 14 star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be able to unlock the new secret path in Mario because he has 14 stars. Fuck out of here! I don't care
What
about that
warp
shit.
whistle when you got Dave Meltzer telling you all the dirt from the back of the locker room as he sits there in catering with Eddie Kingston hearing
That's
all
right.
the dirt.
Sipping a coffee and drinking a Red
Here's
Bull
why
at the
I don't
same
like
time.
that. If they're going back at it at All Out, what the fuck was the point of Wednesday at all?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I agree,
that at all.
man. It was so weird. The whole thing was so weird, man. It was the weirdest
And
book CM
I'm
Punk
glad
match
I
I've
didn't
ever
go.
seen. Same. I was Saudi.
I
Cleveland.
almost convinced Gaby to go.
CM Punk has a terrible track record in Cleveland.
Yeah, he does. He lost his UFC fight in Cleveland, the first one.
Yeah, he got
13
choked
seconds
out.
too. Maybe that was that. You know how AEW loves to pay homage
they
to
do.
shit. They're like,
Well,
hey, long-term booking. CM Punk was in Cleveland.
See, now-
he lost in
and then-
13 seconds.
In
got
10
choked
years,
out. John
and
Moxley.
CM Punk's going to win a world title in Cleveland. And they're going to be like, oh, remember 10 years ago he lost a match here? Like, what? No.
Yep. When he broke his
I-
foot.
Honestly, I'll tell you what happened. CM Punk was going to win, right? Before he did, AJ Lee, his wife, beautiful wife, said, hey, babe, let's take a DNA test and let's see about our lineage. And he was like, sure, whatever, shits and giggles. She's like, I'm like Hispanic and this and that. And he's like, all right. He did his little swap. He was like, I'm a quarter Asian.
Uh-oh.
John Moxley heard it.
John Moxley.
His radar went off.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was in the locker room. Hey guys, look, I found out I'm a quarter Asian. Isn't that funny? John Moxley did not laugh.
Nope.
He did not break a smile. He went to the ring and he meant full business. And then he won in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Without even bleeding. That's how you know he was meaning business. He didn't say, I don't have time to bleed.
Yep.
I just kick ass, chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of bubble gum. It was crazy.
And I'm not cutting my forehead, so who's getting their shit sliced today?
Right. Your ass, CM
But
Punk beat the shit out of him.
The Punk thing, man,
Get out my
it
ring.
makes me feel to your question, E, about him taking his ball and going home. I think he is, man, because it's just from where we were at last week with all the weirdness with the Page promo and then Moxley coming out and them having their little work shoot in the ring. And then now, all of a sudden, he's gimmicking the foot and then that's hurt all of a sudden.
And it was the wrong foot.
Oh, that's even worse. I didn't even know that, E. That's crazy. Didn't even know that.
The foot he threw the kick on is the foot that was supposed to be whatever foot. The one he was like, oh, selling that foot. It didn't make any sense. But
Terrible.
again, I'm not here to criticize that. What do you guys think the bigger picture is? BA, you just said that you think he's taking his ball and going home. A-Dub, do you see CM Punk leaving? And then
I'm gonna answer your bigger.
Yes
I'm
or
gonna
no?
answer your
First, I need
first
one.
question. What do I think the bigger picture is? I don't think there is one. I think there are 5 or 6 guys at the top of the card who do whatever they want. There's a guy who runs the company who does mountains of
Flick style.
cocaine and listens to those
Yeah, he
top
does.
guys. And I don't think
Saw
there's
myself.
a bigger picture. I think they're just kind of going at this point. Like, if Punk and Mox is playing it all out, Wednesday makes no sense. And if the reports are right and that Mox didn't want to lose it all out, then again, the top guys are doing whatever the fuck they want, regardless of what should happen and how you should tell a story. I don't think there's any bigger picture. Do I think CM Punk is taking his ball and going home? Probably. He seems to be pretty unhappy right now. The Page thing was blatant. Yeah, like
Left field.
a lot of, and I said on the pod last week, a lot of people didn't catch that line that said the apology needs to be just as loud as a disrespect. That's some real shit to say to somebody. That's some shit you say before you actually fight someone. So for him to say that,
he sounded like that shit sounded real too.
And then like
he used his big boy voice when he said.
And then you see the rest of the locker room imploding. CM Punk, he's definitely one of those guys. Like I'm not dealing with this. You got Eddie Kingston slapping the shit out of Sammy Guevara. It's just nuts there. I don't think there's any bigger picture. I'm to the point where I'm like, hashtag MJF save us, please.
But he can't though. He ain't gonna save us. He's just gonna be the second storyline on the show outside of the Daniel Garcia shit that's going on. That's it.
I disagree. I think if at All Out, a lot of things it's if was a fifth, but
we'd be all fucked up.
Like literally, if J-Mo's dirt sheet reports from Dave Meltzer and the Wrestling Observer is all accurate. Yeah, the Wrestling Observer, yeah. Like if that's all checks out, and of course, they are running it back at All Out. We could get a match where it's like, blah 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 blah, and they're going to go, and then MJF comes in and beats the shit out of both of them. Disqualification. CM Punk still injured or still nursing injury, he can just go away for a while or go away quietly. Quiet quitting, the new thing of the millennials. He can just, I'm out.
He's not gonna
and
show
then,
up, though, boy.
Yep. Like, I'm over this. MJF steps in and it's red hot. People haven't seen him in so long. They forgot and they are so ready for this. Moxley is on fire right now. And that is a pillar of the company, two pillars of the company going at it, and CM Punk is out of the way. I think that tracks and that would make sense. And that's how you save that program. But that's the way you do it. Because if him and CM Punk run it right back and nothing else happens, or they have a full match this time and CM Punk still loses, it still just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Because you're like, but I just seen this shit. This is kind of like the WWE shit.
Yeah, because if Punk wins and Moxley has to have a rematch sooner than ever, and if Moxley wins again, you're like, what the fuck was the point of this? Like,
yeah, it's dumb. It makes no sense. So
it tells me to what your point in our group chat was earlier, E, about what this all means, big picture for AEW. It just shows me there's no fucking structure in the back of the company.
There's no adults in the room.
Shit happens. Correct. Yes, because the adult that's supposed to be in the room is too busy trying to be friends with everybody versus being the boss. And that's one thing, like when they compare Tony and Vince and now Tony and Trips, that's the one thing that I think Tony has a lot to work on, is figuring out how to walk that line of, I'm going to be cool with everybody, but people also got to respect me when it's time to be business-like. I don't think that's there. At least it doesn't appear as such. The proof is in the pudding at this situation. If it was there, all this dirt wouldn't have came out in the fashion that it did. And it's not even Mr. Dirt Sheet Meltzer. This is these dudes talking they shit. So this is what makes it even crazier to me.
Okay, so we've arrived here for the implosion of AEW, and I want to say this because we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. Like, oh shit, is weird. CM Punk, I think y'all showed a meme like 2 weeks ago. It was like, hey, CM Punk transforming into Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and it was Tony Khan transforming into Vince, and y'all was like, man, this is blasphemous. This is some Mark shit, and I was like, I don't know. And now that shit's starting to look more and more like that. And I was like, and even if it's not necessarily CM Punk, just the organization AEW, they should have just morphed that shit into WCW. Because, like you said, it was a bunch of people at the top running everything and just going wild, and they shouldn't have. And that's what really messed the product up after several years, though. And then literally 80-something weeks at the top of the ratings. AEW hasn't been at the top of the ratings, nor have they even been a company for like, they're barely on like 80-something weeks of being a whole company. They've had what, 3 years now. So it's kind of embarrassing that everything is just like imploding with this. Then you have a issue in the back with Eddie Kingston and punching Sammy Guevara because Sammy Guevara called him fat. He's body shaming him. Hey, fat boy. He must have been watching Ric Flair videos. Hey there, fat boy. You're not allowed to ride Space Mountain. And then he was like, okay. What'd you say to me? I'm from New York. Wow. And hit him with one. And now he's suspended. This is one of the times I wish Tony Khan would have mutated into Vince, because Vince will be like, oh, y'all got beef? Work a program for 3 months. A la Alexa Bliss.
Matt Hardy and Edge.
Yep.
Right. Matt Hardy and Edge, including Lita, featuring like having live sex on TV, Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti, Ty Mello.
Yeah. Don't tempt them. They may do it on live TV.
Tony ain't
whatever.
He crazy. He's a coked up maniac, but he ain't stupid. He know if that happens, Kids TNT and TBS goodbye. they are gone. No way.
Well, let me ask you this, and let me ask J-Mo, because you are the most AEW guy here, hence your shirt.
Mark.
Strongest Mark. Put some respect on your name. I want to ask this: does these latest reports to you give credence to the things that we didn't really put too much stock in early on, being the shit with Big Swole, being the things that happened with excuse me, what's my guy's name who literally just left ROH? He was the former champion.
Oh, Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, Jonathan Gresham. And then and even Thunder Rosa was saying that she's not happy with her usage. Does stuff like this with the bigger people at the top now, and Ruby Riott, Ruby Soho, etc., do these things give more credence to you now as a big AEW fan, or are you still like, I don't know?
No, I agree. There is some bigger issues. Like I said in the group chat today, they don't have any like glue guys. They have, so like if you think about it, they have all the superstars. They don't have your bench players, your glue guys, your secondary scorers. All they have is they just have ones. So best way to put it
ones
is
or
like
tens,
the Nets.
basically.
Yeah, I was about to say
the Nets.
All I got is
like,
ones.
It's like Kyrie Irving. You know, they had at one time they had 3 metas. They had Harden, they had Kyrie, and they had Durant. That's how AEW is. It's just one after one after one after one. There's not a a good level of 5s or 6s.
Yeah, they're mid card. There's nobody in the mid that they can build up.
There's no mid card. They don't know what to do, and it's like, I was talking about with CM Punk today. He's probably just going to take his ball and go home. But here's my thing with CM Punk. I like him as a wrestler. I don't like him sometimes as a person, because if things don't go his way, he automatically quits.
But that's the Punk we want, though. And fair, sorry to cut you off, J-Mo. But that's the.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not. You're right.
You're not sorry. Yeah, you're right.
The Punk stuff, though, like, people want to see this Punk. That's the crazy thing about all of this. If you remember back when we were talking about Punk beating Page,
Punk
is
the best Punk.
Yes, that's the Punk. This is the Punk we've been waiting to see, and it came organically. So the only thing that I don't think he's gonna get that's different than back 10 years ago when he was pulling this shtick is he knows he holds all the cards here. At WWE, he was fighting for that top spot. I'm on a main event WrestleMania. Yep. Somebody got to put me on, and I'm gonna show you why. Mm-hmm. Here, he's like, "Oh, Tony, you wanna fuck with me and not give me and try to embarrass me and shit and not deal with Adam Page. I'm gonna just fuck on me." Oh, Cody, love it. But with that being said, Punk this is gonna be an interesting thing because we all were wanting this, but who thought it was gonna happen this organic? We thought we were gonna get it in work fashion. Like, this is straight shooting. So
the biggest difference between back then disgruntled Punk and now is, like, just amongst the fans were rallied against John Cena and against what they thought Vince was doing and who they thought Vince was pushing. Mm-hmm. This time around, Punk's still the same guy. The difference is we like Adam Page, and there's plenty of people who love what Tony Khan does. Not us here.
Yeah.
Not us here. I've been so out on Adam Page for so long. I won't even get into that.
I was like, only 1/4 of this pod likes.
But like I say,
I'm
we
cool
like
on
as the wrestling public. The wrestling public likes Adam Page. His title run was awful, and that's more on TK. And a lot of them like what TK is doing. Trust me, I read through the Twitter timeline. You think J-Mo's a mark? Read through Twitter sometimes. Boy, it's rough out there. That's the difference. Is that the guys that Punk is punking against are people that like the fans of that company actually like really like now. So, and I think that's kind of why you'll see him really like take his ball and go home, because not only is he not going to win against the boss like he did last time, he's not going to win. He's not going to be the voice of the people anymore. He's just an asshole now.
Yeah.
Before he was a rebel without with a cause. Now he's just an asshole.
Who's making the most money in the company? By the way,
is it wrong to say? And I thought about this earlier, and I didn't know how to put it, but I think I found the right words. That CM Punk is kind of like Tiger Woods. Everyone likes Tiger Woods for the athlete that he is, not the person that he is. I mean, is that how we look at CM Punk now?
I was about to say that Tiger doc.
When I found out Tiger was fucking all them chicks, I became the biggest Tiger Woods fan in the world.
And who would have knew? Perkins.
I said, what? He risking it all for Waffle House waitresses? I said, my man.
I was like, what?
He's more. I was about to say he's more niggerish than we thought in that regard. So yeah.
My favorite Tiger Woods story ever was like when someone was like, I was in the club with Tiger and right before some tournament. And it's like, hey Tiger, you want to calm it down a little bit? You got to play tomorrow. He grabbed a whole bottle of Patron and chugged it and said, I'm Tiger Woods, motherfucker.
Nice.
I mean, but besides that, also the only thing we didn't like about Tiger Woods was the fact that he completely lost all his cool points of destroying mad women. Besides, like that was the cool part, and then still winning all these championships. Like, wow, he's doing all that cheating, and he's still winning all these championships.
He was exploding on all these chicks and winning the Masters with one leg. My God,
that was great.
It was the U.S. Open, by the way.
But
fuck ever.
Thank you. But right, we don't care. Semantics. The thing that we didn't like was that he's, hey, this is Tiger. Can my wife is looking through the emails. Can you just erase the voice? That was some bitch ass shit, and that is the Tiger we didn't like. So again, we may have a different opinion there. I think CM Punk is more so akin to. Probably KD.
Oh, okay. That makes sense too. Yeah.
That feels
better.
more akin, like talented guy, but after injury, after some shit, we're we kind of, and you just jumping ship and doing other shit. It's like, we kind of souring on you now, bro.
Yeah, don't say things that'll hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he'll never come back.
Yeah, because he'll get you with that burner Twitter account.
I mean,
I can see Punk having a burner
KD
Twitter
a little bit more,
sure.
but he probably does.
Yeah.
I could definitely
But
see that.
other than that, I think the most important thing, we can skip any other bullshit from AEW. The fucking trios match at the end, the real main event, barn burner.
Yeah.
We know J-Mo's pants were moist with seminal fluid.
Pants.
They're standing up straight still in his closet from yesterday. Yes. Tons of fluid.
He pulled those pants out. They sound like a bag of Doritos.
Pants. I didn't even wear pants for the main event. I just sat there in my chair.
There. Poor couch. Poor floor.
He's like that Randy Marsh meme.
Ectoplasm everywhere.
So drained. J-Mo didn't make it through the main event. Dub, I know this match was a fucking barn burner. Like that's undoubtedly unquestionable. Will Ospreay and the Steves. Man, oh man. Versus Death Triangle. Incredible. Some shit I've never seen before. The thing I want to ask, do we give a fuck about these trios titles?
No. No. And like
after all that good
the matches have all been good. But I don't give a fuck about these titles. Those belts look fucking atrocious. Like the globe that says Trios in the middle, it looks like some world conglomerate in a bad 80s movie.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait. I object. But before I do, BA, go ahead, give your input. I'm wow.
I'm just more just like
myself.
That match kind of got me like, these won't be terrible. I mean, it's flippity flip shit. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, it's a good fun match. Like, it made me care a little bit more about who's gonna actually win these titles.
So you can have 3 more people to not be on TV every week?
Yeah, sure. And then here's your 25th title on the show. I get it, but it was a fun match.
Like, how many champions can you have and not have them on TV?
I agree with you guys.
18.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's
the pure
like
the pure title was not on TV. The mixed titles were not on TV this week.
Yeah.
The transatlantic slave trade.
The Ring of Honor TV title is not on TV.
Well, yeah, it was. Pac defended it. Or
he was in the Trios tournament.
Yeah, but he didn't defend it. Yeah.
And that's
But
the
he
only
brought
thing
that
he's
title out
done
with him.
in this country since he won that freaking title.
Yeah.
That's why Miro should have had it. But be that as it may, I'm going to disagree with I think the belts, the titles look probably the third best in the company in comparison to like WWE. I fucking hate that Intercontinental Illuminati Triangle belt. That shit is ass. The NXT belts, besides the North American belt, they're all ass, excluding the UK belts. What is it? The mixed championships now that just randomly appear.
Oh, the AAA belts.
They're
All the
red
AAA
and
belts
blue.
look ass.
One's red, one's blue. But
Blame it on
the
Conan.
belt, the trio belt looks like a normal belt, just says trios on it. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's simple, it's to the point, but it looks kind of like a mixture between it's stripped down between like just a old school European title and
You know why it's simple
It's
and
like,
to the point?
very
Because Tony
simple.
Khan didn't want to spend any money on it because he knows no one will see it on TV after this tournament ever again.
Wait,
And he's in
but
the hole
is
with
that-
his drug dealer. Sorry. I had to throw that in
I
there.
thought those were the ones that already existed.
Huh?
Aren't those the ones that already
What, the
existed? in
AEW
AAA or
trios
something like
titles?
that?
Mm-mm. Those are brand new.
Yeah, those are brand new. Ring of Honor has their own trios titles.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? That's a whole
All right.
other fucking
All right, guys.
You just made E-Ray's point times 2.
All
with
right.
that one.
I'm out of here.
guys
That's
just-
been our show, guys.
Oh,
You guys just
Where
we
can
don't
they
want to
find
go
you?
there. Okay.
Just
We
wanna
don't
play
want to go
Jeopardy?
there. Okay.
No.
Just
He
wanna
was
play
like,
Jeopardy?
I think since
Trios.
we're pushing 2 hours
Trace
here,
Leche's
I don't-
wet cake title.
yeah.
fucking what? Dos milks plus uno.
They're gonna have a
titles.
trios
Fucking
unification match.
shit.
E at what's the year end pay per view for
All in.
Leave it in.
All in. I don't know.
But like,
Double your
Leave it
bets.
in.
Russian roulette 2027.
leave it in.
so to go on E's point before we just murdered him and his brain froze, and I don't give a flying fuck about these titles. I just love the matches. I think they're entertaining as hell.
That's what I did. That was more my point.
I didn't wear pants last night.
I wore pants, but
I
that
don't
wasn't my
agree with that
point.
part. I wore pants.
I was happy to see like a cool match, but that's about the muchest buy-in as I'm gonna get, especially after finding out now that Ring of Honor has their own trios titles.
You guys want to know
I
who
see
the
writing
trios
on the wall.
champions are in Ring of Honor?
Sure.
No.
Why not? Let's hear
Shut up. Mute his mic.
it. Even J-Bo's getting annoyed.
Oh,
We
it's Dalton
don't care.
Castle and the boys.
I know, because we seen that at fucking
Oh, Forbidden Door.
was it Fury? Not the Fury Fighter Fest.
Oh,
it was
the Quake on
Forbidden
Two
Door.
Leg.
there.
Quake on the Lake.
No, it was
Quake on the
ROH
Lake, what?
Truth or Dare.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
that shit was called.
Yeah.
Oh, Death Before
There
Dishonor.
you go.
Yeah.
With the
Was that a
Briscoes.
Nas
Spin the
album?
bottle. ROH spin the bottle. I don't know. It was written.
Man,
I don't know.
speaking of Nas, I've been on a big Nas kick lately.
That was
Well,
random.
I was like, hey, thank you, Jama. And we might have to Uchiwali you out here. Like, Shawty, say what price. J-Mo back here.
You owe me, motherfucker.
Right. Owe me back like you owe them titles,
Right.
motherfucker. And Genuine just do the little giggity dance.
Back up on your feet. You owe me.
You owe me.
I think you.
This episode has been brought to you by Pure Nonsense, guys.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
I'm
the
so
Pure
happy
Wrestling
that we were
title.
able
Another
to
title
do
that has not been on TV in weeks.
Hey, Dub,
We
shut
see Wheeler
up.
Yuta carried
Not his
around
wife.
sometimes. I saw him holding it last week when he came.
Sometimes.
I saw him holding it last week
Yeah.
when he was with Claudio. I saw it.
Oh, when Claudio was just
Yeah.
picking up Moxley and walking away with him?
Yeah, man. Like
Because
a
that's how
child.
you want your world champion to look. Okay.
Guys, I gotta end the
All
show. I gotta eventually end
It's
the
so
show.
much wrestling
I gotta-
nonsense. This is perfect for the
Yuta, hey, Yuta was the pure champion when I saw him in Columbus. He
Who'll
walked
be
out
the
on
pure
ramp with it.
champion when they get back to Columbus, too? That thing is just a prop at this point. Like all the other 57
Like
belts
all
in
the
AEW.
29 other titles are. Yes.
Before
indeed,
5 minutes
Dr.
ago, E-Ray didn't even know there was a Ring of Honor Trios champions.
I didn't either.
No, I thought they were the same.
No, I did. I
They
just
were
knew we've
being
been
false.
talking about these AEW trios titles. I thought they were their own thing.
He said, yeah, they're coming, but he didn't announce it. This just happened. So I was like, oh, I thought this was for those belts. Whatever.
What, you thought he
Look,
stripped
words are
Dalton
wrong.
Castle and the boys?
cocaine is a hell of a drug. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a good note to end on, E.
Okay, I'm done. I'm muting my mic. I'm done.
Sexually ambiguous Steve's. Great.
God. Thank God he finally
look.
muted his mic.
Man, it's been great. Guys, this has been a wild one. Forgive us or don't. Just I don't even know what to say.
Blame it
At
on the
this point,
wrestling,
this
E.
was-
Blame it on the wrestling.
Yeah, we just wanted to implode like AEW. We just wanted to be the strongest marks we could be, and I hope you love it. But in the meantime, in between time, before worlds collide, before daddy ass gets scissored anymore, we are going to be back next week. But until then, J-Mo, let them know where they can find you.
Both Twitter and Instagram at Y2JMO. And hopefully next week we have some time for some Jeopardy so I can screw some people over.
Look at you.
He keeps saying
About
that, and
to
I'll
say,
keep telling
man.
him stop saying that for the at least the illusion.
You're like the
Like you'll be a
government,
terrible
dude.
salesman. Like
It's not even hiding
like
the fact
Joe
you're about
Biden.
to rape me, like just raping.
right, if you like Joe
Just
Biden. Hey
raping.
guys, I'm fighting really hard to give you 10 cents off these fucking these student loans. Take it or leave it.
But I
bitch.
have 200,000
All right,
in loans. I don't give a fuck. Take this $10,000.
Right. Well,
shut up.
anything helps, right?
Right. Winky Joe.
BAP history. Let them know where they can find you, my man.
When I'm not traveling through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, or the early 2000s.
Through the metaverse.
Oh, right, exactly. Or in your metaverse.
Don't go back too far. You might not come back. You'll be in shackles.
I stick to the right. I stay in the 1900s.
We're fighting the career
Right.
war
I ain't
with
trying.
John Moxley.
They ain't about to Kuta Kente my ass. I can tell you that much. You ain't gonna. My name is not
Fighting
fucking
Jack
Toby.
Johnson.
But no, you can find me running our illustrious, the greatest wrestling Twitter page on the planet Earth at Let Me Book Pod, where we getting followers out here. We're getting AEW talent to follow us out here, so that every week the Twitter page just grows and grows and grows. So when I'm not there, I'm usually pulling all-nighters for my 9 to 5. BA hasn't slept since Tuesday. So I'm going crazy over here. So yes, you can find me either traveling through time or on your Twitter page.
Long as you write it in your journal, so then you can always get back to that time like butterfly effect. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Great movie.
Just
Great early
change
2000s.
everything. VA just be changing our lives. We don't even know. We don't know. We didn't exist in this same time frame. He just changed.
Who do you think put Cody in the 60s, fellas? VA did.
Oh shit! This he ain't cold. Dude,
like Loki.
Did you guys know? Did you guys know the Ring of Honor Trios titles were defended on July 23rd?
Oh
I
god.
fucking hate Dub so
Dalton
much.
Castle and the boys retained against the Righteous. But if you guys are looking for me, on all the socials, you can find me at ADUB1220. And every Tuesday, I'm on the Embrace Eternal podcast with my guy, John. I'm going to go find some more Trios title matches from Ring of Honor to watch. Because, I don't have to watch NXT.
The other one that
He
happened.
loves ambiguous thieves.
The only other one that happened.
Exactly.
He loves.
Exactly.
Well, guys, that was incredible. It is I, your tribal beef, Roman Gaines, the American Cream Brody Loads, Santos Sexcabar here. And I want to just thank you guys for listening. You can find me at E_RAY_ the bad guy for most of my ridiculousness. You can find me at Inaudible Ruckus podcast every Saturday doing even more expansive talks about ridiculousness. You can also find all 15 episodes of the first season of Binge Flicks and Chill, my podcast that is based on movies and television shows with friends such as the guys you hear today. All on the Inaudible Ruckus RSS feed. Go buy yourself a shirt. They're fucking cool. As BA.
I got like 8 of them.
And yeah, for his whole family. His grandma's wearing a shirt right now that says Detective Batman gets no hoes. It's incredible, guys. It's incredible.
Great gift idea for grandma.
Don't forget. Other than that, you can also find me in the Twitterverse, just talking mad shit, interacting with our fans in the page, and talk about wrestling and trying to avoid all the Twitter filth because my algorithms are fucked. So I'm trying to unfuck them, much like the other shit that's happening on the page. But with that said, guys, this has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. As A-Dub likes to say when he's not constipated, to sweet me when you see me, and let the madness wash over you. Yeah. And we are out of here. Salute.
Peace.
USA.